So we're here with the guys from Evil Bread. Guys from Evil Bread, your film is wicked.
Oh, thank you very much. It's very kind of you to say.
We were massive fans. How did you come up with Evil Bread, and what's the story behind the story?
Well, I mean, I did it. My first film was just a straight-up comedy, and I've always been a massive horror fan. So I kind of knew I wanted to do a horror film next, and I knew it was going to be a horror comedy. And I wrote the story first, all the characters and things. And I thought that the initial joke would be funny if, an amateur film crew or students go and film a film that's actually a haunted house. How many characters could you kill off until the two idiots kind of realise that actually people are dying and they're not just method acting and stuff. And then as I was putting that together, I just thought it was a great opportunity to pay loads of homages to all my favourite horror films and all the rest of it. And as I got going with that, which is great because it just means you watch loads of horror films. So as I started watching all the horror films, one of my favourite films of all time is Evil Dead 2. I just adore it. So it was just an excuse to do a horror comedy, pay so many homages to, like, there's Gremlins in there, Howling, The Omen. Am I forgetting anything? Gremlins. And then and tipping its hat more specifically to Evil Dead.
The balance of horror and comedy I thought was really nice. It made me laugh a lot.
We wanted to make you laugh and jump.
Yeah, exactly.
When I first saw it, there were some really jumpy bits which I wasn't expecting. We were just doing comedy, and then I wasn't in some of the jumpy bits. So when it did happen, I was like,
the toilet.
Yeah.
I almost went to the toilet.
Yeah. Oh, excellent! I always get worried that people are going to see that coming.
Which then brings us on to what I feel is the pinnacle of this film, the character of Dave. Amazing performance from yourself there.
Thank you very much.
Have you guys worked together in the past then?
No,
It's the first time. It was really weird. So I got Ian, who's the producer, rung me up and said, "Do you want to come and audition?"
And casting director.
Casting director, yeah. So I was like, "Yes, definitely." He said it was a short at first, and then he sent me the script. It was 97 pages. I was like, "It's going to be a lot of cuts."
Yeah.
So then we came down, and I'd read the sort of brief of the character, and I knew that I had all these T-shirts. So which one did I wear that day?
I think it was the Ghostbusters T-shirt.
I went Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah, that was it.
Which is what was it stands out.
We made you audition, but I remember waiting outside the building for everyone to arrive, and as they were arriving, you're greeting them and all the rest of it. And you're like, okay. And I remember when Steve got out his car, like hoodie, Ghostbusters 2. I was like, that's Dave. It was just
Always
done.
thinking.
Yeah, it was just, and I remember the first words you said to me were upcoming character. Yeah. So that was pretty much it. But I always wanted Dave to be either a Northerner or maybe Scottish. That's just how I heard it in my head. So when
because Northerners are the best, would you say?
I love Northerners equally as I love Southerners and everybody, but I do love you.
And that's because I'm Northern.
But I mean, as I think you'll agree, he's absolutely brilliant in this film.
Great performance.
Thank you.
He did some great things. And what's great about Steve is it's very much a collaborative experience and things. So if you kind of give him the sign to go, let him off the reins, he'll just do it, and that's fun and stuff. And then him with Jeremy, who plays Andy, the other lead, those two together, it's like bloody Bugs Bunny and Coyote or whatever it is. No. Roadrunner and Coyote. It's a little bit like that. Once you get going, you don't stop running, really.
Roadrunner and Coyote.
It's great, isn't it? Roadrunner?
So one of them tries to kill the other.
Yeah. Maybe it's a bad reference.
I don't like it. I mean, it's my favourite. It's my favourite Hanna-Barbera.
All right. Donald Duck. All right. How about that? Is it? Shit.
Come on,
Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. There you go.
Yeah, they get on. Yeah, that's fine. That works better.
I should have just said they're like Looney Tunes, and it would have been
easier.
So what's your advice for upcoming filmmakers? You guys obviously made a great feature film. What would you say to those who are trying to do
I
that?
would just say to them to get out there and do it. And if they're having any, if they've got any confidence problems and they think they can't do it, it's just a load of crap. Because like if you've got a great idea, you just need to work really hard and have belief in yourself. And I mean, I suffer sometimes with kind of writing things and doing things and then maybe not putting out there as much as I should. So I'm a little bit guilty of that. So get it out there and show people, because there's a lot of like-minded people like you guys. You know, there's a lot of people who are on very similar wavelengths in very similar situations, and I think that the second you do one or like a short or anything, like you soon discover other people, and it's a very supportive community.
Yeah, definitely.
And you know, money's not that. You know, you can save up money and do it on the cheap. We did Evil Bread on such a low budget, just saved up
What was
money.
it, if you don't mind?
It was $4,000. Yeah, and that was just saved up money, you know. And you know, and with the actors we did, you know, we paid for like their expenses, their fuel costs, and then we.
Well, I got $4,000. That's what.
Oh yeah,
that was it. That was me.
Wow,
That was it. Yeah, it was just me.
to be
Yeah.
honest.
It's just like getting a group of like-minded individuals, and just you're all in it for the same reason. And I think that if you all kind of like believe in the same thing, then really there's nothing that you can't
filmmaking,
do.
isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you ever find yourself, all of us here know the feeling. Like if you find yourself on a set, you're just like, fucking, can you believe we're doing this like right now? Like, so I just say, just do it and like write as much and do it. You know, write and film as much as you can. You'll just keep getting better. And I just think, you know, the world's your oyster after that.
So you've heard it. Get out there and do it.
Yeah, seriously, do it. Do it. Check this out. Check this out. He has a gun, but
Ready for the
you know,
zombie apocalypse.
he's got something else and a machine gun. So this is our private security.